Hey everybody, it's your girl Bondy Blue, and I want you to check out Bondy's Boutique and get some of my merch, y'all. I've added some new things like my mermaid cups and the mermaid tees, and also the Shake Them Tits mugs. All right, you asked for it and you got it. Check out Bondy's merch at Bondy's Boutique. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After, and 90 Day Fiance What Now? Okay, they put them all together, bitch, so I'm gonna put them all together too. All right, let's start off with Colt and Larissa. All right, Debbie said Larissa is just mad because she told Colt not to go out there and spend no more money on Larissa ungrateful ring flushing down the toilet ass. Okay, ain't nobody got time to be buying you new rings. You already want more shit that we can't even afford to give you. Okay, so now Larissa is mad. So she in a car doing her confessional talking about she's scared for her life because Debbie control all the money. Debbie control all the purse strings. Okay, I don't know why you mad about that, bitch, because you do the most. If it was up to you, y'all be broke right now. Let Debbie go ahead and control this little boy money, because if otherwise I think that he will allow you to run amok in the palace, as Mama D would say. Okay, Cole says that the court date approaching is what's stressing her out. I'm like, you can keep telling yourself that if you want to. All right, he feels very guilty that he called the popo hole on Larissa, and now they got to deal with all of this drama because he called the police. And I need to know exactly what happened, because I'm still confused. There was a lunge and a scratch, but what really happened? Were you really afraid for your life, Cole? Because I need to know how upset I need to be about the fact that you called the cops and now y'all got to deal with all of this unnecessary bullshit, okay? I'm just saying, y'all. Because he feels guilty about how Larissa has been treating Debbie. Debbie! I'm sorry, y'all. I instantly think of Adam's Family Values. It's Miss Debbie! I'm sorry, y'all. That fucking maid was atrocious. Miss Debbie! I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, so look, Colt bring Debbie to dinner so that they could spend a long time together, all right? And at this point, you can tell that Larissa is terrorizing these people, and it's time for her to take her ass back to her country, okay? They want her to get deported, all right? Debbie didn't say it in the confessional. She kind of had that look on her face like, you know, I know they sound fucked up, but I hope that bitch get deported. Like, don't feel bad, Debbie. Don't feel bad. If I was you, I would hope that bitch got deported as well, okay? Debbie said she don't know how to feel about Larissa. In one moment, they kicking it, they friends, they cool, baby. But then she flips out for completely, you know, no reason at all. And Debbie is just over the shit at this point, all right? Now, Colt and Larissa sit down and try to have a conversation about their relationship and how everything has been terrible. They haven't even been talking to one another. And she just keeps talking about how Colty not giving her enough money. That's all she worrying about. And he too busy feeling bad about locking her ass up. He said all he could do is hear her say, Colty, 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 and crying and shit. I'm like, well, the bitch need to calm her crazy ass down then, y'all. I feel like I'm on an emotional roller coaster my damn self. One moment I feel like he did too much. The second, man, call her popo on that hoe. She doing too much. She working on my nerves. Y'all working on my nerves. I'm over it. Larissa says that she would have never had called the police on Colty, no matter what he did to her. And I'm just like, girl, look. Let you tell it, all right? Let you tell it. Cole says, look, at the end of the day, this is not all on me, bro. You the one that flushed down your wedding ring. And she's like, so what? So whatever the dinner way, so what? Like, she don't care about that, all right? He is tired of feeling like all she wants is more makeup and more clothes and more makeup and more clothes. He says they have more serious things to talk about than her needing a sponsor. That's what she said. You're my sponsor. You are my sponsor. You're supposed to do this. You're my sponsor. And he like, bitch, me being your sponsor don't mean I gotta go broke for you all. Okay, but look, they're having this conversation in a different dialect. Cole is now wondering, is it the trial? Or is it me? Will these problems last forever? I feel like they won't last forever because her ass gonna get deported one way or another, so she can't seem to keep her cool. All right? Now, it's the day of her trial. We done came around to it. It's the day of the trial. And Colt is going to work and not going to court because he doesn't want to be called to testify on behalf of the prosecution. but Debbie is going to drop her ass off. And you can tell that Debbie hopes she drops her off and never has to pick her ass up. Like, really hopes that ICE comes to the courthouse and picks her up and everything, you know, like they did on one of my shows today for the people and shit. Y'all, or was it Proven Innocent? Stress me the shit out. I think it was Proven Innocent. Stress me out today, them 2 episodes. Oh Lord. Anyway, Nicole and As9, y'all. Nicole and As9 are like the bane of my existence when it comes to this fucking show. Nicole and Danielle are just, I just can't with them, okay? You just know that they gotta know that these men don't love them. These men don't love you. These men ain't never loved you. And I don't know why you thought they did. They didn't never really show you no love. Not as far as we saw on the television, baby. Okay, Nicole said she and As9 are having problems with the distance, okay? They FaceTime all the time. And so they FaceTime that day and she said, you know what? I done came up with an idea, As9. I know how to fix the issue, okay? They couldn't get married because they couldn't afford to get married. She done already spent too much money on this man. She don't know where the money done went. All she know is they can't afford to get married, right? And she living with her sister and her brother. So instead of trying to get her own place, trying to save her money so she can take care of her fucking child, she wants to get a job so that she can save the money to pay for this vacation, for them to go to a country where his ass can go. Apparently, because he's Moroccan, you can't go everywhere. He has to go somewhere that doesn't require a visa. And it still doesn't guarantee that he'll get into the country because they tried it once before. They tried to go somewhere together and he was denied access and they lost out on thousands of dollars. I said, bitch, you mean to tell me you've been wasting money on this nigga for the longest and you still trying to do this shit? Like, he said he ain't want to do it, but of course she not really hearing him, ignoring the shit out of him. She's going to try to make this work. So she goes to try to get a job. She goes to the temp agency, talk to the temp agency manager, okay? She has no resume, no experience, and wants the employer to definitely be aware that she's not staying, she's not sticking around. Well, bitch, you just then made it hard for you to get hired. The lady said, I don't know what to do with you, Nicole. This is going to be very difficult for me, but I'm going to try. And I just feel like Nicole pisses me off. She ain't getting no younger and the bitch ain't getting no healthier. And I don't understand why she wants to spend her time running after a man that while she has a child to take care of, she trying to work to take care of his ass while he's hanging with his friends. I cannot with Nicole. I cannot. It's just so upsetting to see a woman that, even though, okay, you might be overweight, but fat bitches get love. It's about confidence. It's about confidence in the way you carry yourself. And the fact that you don't have enough self-worth to require more from a man that you lay down with, require more for a man that you want your little girl to call daddy. Bitch, who were you raised by? Whoa, I just don't understand, Nicole. She got a child in this situation. It's ridiculous. At least Danielle's thirsty ass child. I mean, not her child. She's thirsty, but her thirsty ass, her baby, her daughter is grown. So this ain't really going to affect her life the way this going to affect Lil May's life. Because her mama won't be out here spending money on a fuckboy from another country. I cannot. Oh, Lord. Let's go ahead and move on, okay? Pedro and Chantel and the family de Chantel, okay? Now, Pedro does not want to deal with Chantel's family. He was trying to get her to move to Savannah. There's water there. He felt a little bit more at home and a little further away from her crazy-ass family, all right? But Chantel is not letting it go, okay? On their drive home from Savannah, her mom calls and she puts her mom on speakerphone. Her mom wants to know if they coming to the house for Thanksgiving. I'm like, the last time nigga had dinner with you, it was an altercation and a problem and somebody was trying to call immigration. So I don't understand why y'all think, with all of the problems that y'all have with Pedro and that he have with y'all, that he just gonna come over to the house and have Thanksgiving dinner like ain't shit happened, so he could be accosted once again. I said fuck no from the beginning. I understood exactly why Pedro ain't won't go. I think y'all got me fucked up a little bit, because I read some of the comments about what y'all think about what happened between Chantel and Pedro, and y'all say that her family, his family, was very welcoming. Yes, they were. They were welcoming at the beginning, but I still don't like his sister. I don't care. I still don't like her. She's annoying to me, all right? And the way, you know, it went down in DR with her people not want to get out the car. Yes, her people are trash too. But Pedro is an asshole to me. I'm sorry, y'all. Pedro is still annoying to me, and his little sister is annoying to me. So for me, both of their families aggravate my nerves, okay? It's not that I feel like, you know, Chantel did nothing wrong. No, I don't feel like that about it. But I feel like her family has a right to feel how they feel, because Pedro does shit like letting it slip out that he wanted to go back to DR without Chantel. Okay, it makes them feel like they can't trust him and his family. I mean, I felt like they weren't about to trust him anyway, but he don't help the situation is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so look, the mama asked him, once she's been told she's on speakerphone and they're in a call, she asked him, is he coming? He ignores her. Chantel is like, oh, he's asleep, mama. I'm like, I'd not have lied. I would have not have lied. I would have been like, well, I guess he don't want to talk to you, man. With his disrespectful fucking ass. Like, that's how I would feel, but that's how I would feel about my mama. My mama is nice. My mama's not a mean person. So I don't know if I would feel the same way if my mama was of the family de Chantel. Okay? Because that family, let me tell you something. They either they ignorant as fuck. Like the daddy, I feel like he not firing on all cylinders. And I feel like his wife is firing on too many fucking cylinders. That bitch need a visit to the hospital. She need a visit to, you know, to the mental, you know, institution. I'm sorry, but that lady crazy, y'all. That lady got crazy eyes and everything. So they have an argument about it, of course. And Pedro is like, I'm sorry, baby. I'm not going to your people fucking house for Thanksgiving. So Chantel is like, that's fine. I'll go by myself. Trying to guilt trip him. He's not going, bitch. Let it go, okay? So she goes to her family's house for Thanksgiving. And I feel like they arguing about him even though he's not even there. They feel like he should have came and made an effort. I'm like, little sister that's bigger than the big sister, shut the fuck up. Because you working on my nerves too. You do too much. You do way too much. And you irk my nerves too. Because it's like y'all don't want to take no responsibility. And what pissed me off about this was Chantel sat in front of her family and put everything on Pedro. She put everything on Pedro. And don't get me wrong, I still believe that Pedro was wrong for jumping up. I don't give a fuck whether they called him a nigga or not. Let me tell you something, Pedro. To these white folks, that's what you are. I don't give a fuck whether you speak Spanish or not. I know y'all like to differentiate yourselves away from black people. I know y'all, you know, really don't want nobody to mistake y'all for us. But they will. And they will still think of you as a nigga, a Spanish-speaking nigga, okay? So, I don't think that's good enough reason to fight somebody. I don't care. That's not enough for me. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. I'm sorry. I'm just not about to feel like, what you say? Yo, what you say? Yeah, he calls you a nigga, bro. That's because he looks at you like he would look at somebody like himself. It wasn't coming from a place of racism, okay? So I'm annoyed that everybody keep acting like that was a reason for Pedro to pop off like he did. It wasn't. And his little sister bit Son's face and scratched him the fuck up. I don't care what y'all talking about. Pedro's family is fucked up too, okay? Two fucked up families together, flocking together, all right? It's just how I see it, y'all. Let's talk about Chantel mama bringing out Shocky. She said, in case somebody wanted to pop off this time, she had Shocky, her taser with her. Okay, you gotta be ready to shut somebody down at any moment. I said, bitch, you're crazy. And she said if her mom would have brought that out when her husband was there, she would have been pissed. I said, and you would have done nothing about it. But you sit at this table and put all the blame on your husband when your mama brought a fucking taser to Thanksgiving dinner. And she was inviting him to come like it was all hunky-dory, but was going to threaten to tase him. Like, that's what pisses me off. It's a throw a rock, hide your hand type of situation. And by you sitting at this table, validating your people's feelings, you making your husband feel like shit. Because it always finds a way to get back to him all the shit that she goes and lies about to her family. Works on my nerves, y'all. Works on my nerves. Oh, yeah. I forgot that she went and talked to her brother River at the studio. Before the Thanksgiving dinner, she went and talked to him. They were really close. They haven't been close recently because he's pissed off because he feels like he jumped up in defense of her and she hasn't called him or checked on him ever since the fight happened between River and Pedro. She feels like she's caught in between the two of them because that's her husband, but this is her family. And she wants their relationship to change, but River just needs time. So back here at dinner, River brings up the fact that Pedro told, you know, mama and daddy and everybody to shut up, and why she think that's okay. She said, I do not think that's okay, and I'm gonna make sure that Pedro doesn't disrespect our family ever again. And I'm like, girl, fuck you and your crazy ass family. Of course they had to bring up that Pedro wants to go back to DR without her. They think he has something to hide. I think he might have something to hide as well. I'm sorry, y'all, but I don't trust Pedro. I don't give a fuck. I don't trust Pedro. Maybe it's because I didn't see the first season that they was on here together. I don't care. I don't trust Pedro. I don't like Chantel with her passive-aggressive lying ass. I don't like Chantel's family, the family de Chantel. I'm sorry. Okay, and all of them is aggravating to me because all of them sit up there and act like Pedro did everything. He did not. But Pedro, you also sit up there and act like the family did everything and you did nothing. And you hostile as a motherfucker. And I understand you felt some type of way, but you can't go around that girl parents and then be like, fuck them, and then get mad when they like fuck you back. I understand that there was some fuck yous prior to this, but that when he decided to sit at that table with the family, y'all, I feel like you gotta come on some, okay, this is my wife family, I gotta make this shit right type of thing. And I don't feel like he ever came that way. Not to say that they deserve that, y'all. All right, I get it. Her family crazy. But I also feel like he's not trying. I don't think he's ever really tried. I'm sorry. It just don't seem that way to me. I know a lot of y'all saw things that maybe I didn't see. But I think it's not all on the family de Chantel. I think it's on Pedro as well. Maybe about 40% Pedro, 60% the family de Chantel. Okay, that's how I feel about it. But I was more mad at Chantel than anybody else because I felt like she threw her husband under the bus when he wasn't around. And I didn't like that because I wouldn't handle mine like that. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm defensive. Okay, but I also wouldn't marry somebody who would disrespect my family. So I don't know, y'all. Maybe I don't know because I would never be in this situation. Just saying. Would not marry somebody that could not respect my mom. My mom is a very easy person to get along with. If you can't respect her, we have no words. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I will stab you in the neck. Like, psh. But, hey, like I said, my mama nice. Moving along. Andre and Elizabeth. Y'all, Andre works on my nerves. I've only been with this motherfucker for 2 episodes, and him and his big ass head done worked on my nerves. They went and got an ultrasound, found out they having a baby girl. They go to his people, well, her people house, I'm sorry, to have the gender reveal party. Her sisters, her mama, everybody is there, the daddy there. The daddy was expecting Andre to find a job by now, but he still ain't found a job, even though he has his papers to work, and he's still living off of her parents, yet continuing to tell her to keep her family out of their business, which is why none of her sisters or her mom were at her ultrasound like she would have wanted them to be, or like they would have wanted to be. So they get to the house, and he doesn't want to be there because he feels like they put their nose in you know, his and Elizabeth's business. The people don't like him because they feel like, you know, he ain't doing nothing, he not helping, he not paying no bills, and he wants to control shit. I agree with that, y'all. I'm sorry, but I agree with that. Why couldn't her sister be at the ultrasound? Why? If my mom, my sisters, whoever wanted to be, you know, that I'm close to wants to be at the ultrasound, then we all gonna be at the ultrasound. What the fuck being at the ultrasound got to do with controlling the baby? I don't like the way Andre tries to separate Elizabeth from her family. It makes me feel like it's the beginnings of somebody being abusive. That's the feel that I get from him trying to have that type of control over how her family is in their life, but family paying the bills. And he don't like that that's being said, but it's the truth. If you don't want to deal with this, maybe you need to get a fucking job and take care of your own wife and child. Now, he told the daddy that's what he gonna do, but the daddy like, bitch, have you seen it? Because I ain't seen a job. I ain't seen you pay a bill. I ain't seen you give me not a dime for rent. So until I see that, I don't want to hear all of this. Okay, daddy said he was hoping that he proved him wrong, but he didn't. All right, they do the reveal. They having a girl. They families don't get along. Okay, I honestly felt like the mom tried so hard to make this cute and tried to include him. The mom was trying hard. I feel like the whole family, with the exclusion of the sisters who feel like they shouldn't really have to give a fuck, the parents are trying hard to accommodate this fuck shit of a situation. And for him to have an attitude and feel like they not shit or you don't want to be around them, like, I kind of feel like that's fucked up. You know, when you looking at the dad and the mom, maybe I'm missing something, but they seem to be very supportive and you just don't want to be around them because you don't want them to control shit. Like, nah. Not liking Andre. Moving on. Russ and Paula. Russ and Paula gotta go to Oklahoma for the baby shower. I told y'all she didn't want to go. She don't feel comfortable. His stick in the mud ass family. Y'all know they from Oklahoma, which means they're conservative. Poor and conservative, okay? Look, I love it. Two things that shouldn't fit together, but I guess so. They don't like the fact that she's a sexual person. Like, your son married somebody that likes to have their titties out and get their body painted and photographed. Don't sit up here now and try to judge her and make her feel like shit for it. And I don't like the fact that I feel like, Russ, you made a decision to be with this person, yet you want her to change who she is in front of your family. I don't like that shit, because I feel like his family was overreacting. She had a tank top on. What the fuck is wrong with a tank top? She got titties. Oh well. Like, what is the problem with titties? Everybody got, you got titties, mama. Like, what is the problem? Like, people who are still in a mind frame of being so closed-minded when it comes to sexuality, when it comes to how people carry themselves, and she's not disrespecting you or your house. I don't understand why this, you know, why they have such an issue with Paula. But I also feel like Paula is hard to deal with and annoying and entitled. You know, that's how she feels. But I have to kind of be more inclined to be on her side, because I understand how uncomfortable it must feel for her to have to go and have a baby shower with people who she hardly even speaks to. And Russ just wants her to go with the flow. So they get to Oklahoma, and he decides to tell her then in the hotel room that he's not going to stay at the baby shower because that's a woman's thing. So him and his friends are gonna go and hang out, and he's leaving her there by herself. And she's just trying to make sure that he's not gonna be leaving her there for, you know, a lot of hours by herself, because it's uncomfortable. And I feel like that's some bullshit to me. Like, I don't give a fuck what's considered a male or female event. This is your child too. This is your fucking family. If you wanted her to be there, then you need to be there with her since she's not uncomfortable. That's not a hard thing to do. After, she can go back to the hotel, lay down, watch television, put her feet up, eat some food, and you can go and hang out with your friends. But to tell her that she needs to be with your you know, judgmental family by herself for the first time in a very long time, and the last time they was judging her and making her feel like shit, I feel like Russ is an asshole for that. I think that's an asshole move. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear that shit about, oh, it's a woman's event. Fuck out of here. Men be at these baby showers nowadays. Get over it. Okay? It's your baby. You gonna pick up these gifts. You gonna put them in a car. You gonna bring them inside. I ain't got time for all that. Like, no. I thought that was just stupid. Moving on, Ashley and Jay. Ashley and Jay are working on my nerves, because I feel like at this point, Ashley is just dragging this shit out for a storyline. From what I understand, they lied about this shit from the very beginning. All of this shit is a lie. But let's go ahead and play around for a second. He goes to the barbershop. The barbershop dudes tell him that he need to fight for his woman if he want to be with his woman. But they told him his ass was too young, all right? And he know what he doing. Don't be sitting up here trying to tell us men that you getting on dating apps to find friends. Fuck out of here. You getting on dating apps because you bored, and when you bored, you won't fuck. And that's what it is, okay? Ashley's ass wanted to ignore the fact that you were 19, 20 years old, and she got what she got. So now, instead of making a decision like a grown-ass woman whether to leave you or forgive you, she's holding everything in a balance. So you can't work. You're stuck at home still bored. She still has to take care of her 2 children all by herself with you there. But because she doesn't want to sign the papers because she's not ready, everything is stuck in limbo. He can't even make the situation better because he can't take her out on a date. He can't pay for shit. That's unattractive. I'm sorry, but that's unattractive for you not to be able to work or do anything to support a single mom with 2 children. So to me, Ashley is digging her own fucking hole with this dude. So either forgive him or let his ass go back to Jamaica. I don't know why he doesn't want to go back to Jamaica. You a young man. I'm sure there are a whole bunch of women who got more money than you that will pay and have you laid up in their house, just giving them the dick, and they feed you and give you somewhere to stay. I'm sure there'll be a couple of bitches that you could have went from house to house with, Jay. The way you look like you know, giving energy and all of that. Girls be all over you. So I don't understand why you couldn't stay your ass in Jamaica and live your best life on the beach. But no, you want to come here to America because supposedly it's a better life. I don't know how this is a better life than anything you would have had free-flowing and young, you know, giving your dick to everybody out there in Jamaica. I don't know how this is a better situation, baby, but I guess. All right? He tried to make dinner by ordering Chinese food for her, and she ain't letting it go. She let him know quick, fast, in a hurry that Chinese food ain't about to fix all your cheatation. All right, it ain't changing nothing. I still don't like it, motherfucker. So yeah, they've gone nowhere. They're still in the same place we saw last episode, pissed off and arguing over nothing. Okay, like goddamn, bitch, ain't like he actually fucked somebody. You can tell she just holding on to this for a storyline. So then we introduce Alexa and Lauren. Okay, Lord, please don't let none of my Alexas start talking. They've been married 3 years. She met him in Israel. He was a medic. Okay, they had their wedding here. They had their wedding in Israel. And she also has Tourette's. So they have issues. All right, he's nervous. I think he's more scared than he's willing to admit about his child potentially having Tourette's. So that's one of their issues. Okay, they just purchased a condo and they're still trying to work on the last step of his citizenship. He still has to go and get his interview, but he's on the last step, so he's almost there. They're basically saying he's in, except for if there's a dissolution of the marriage. So if anything happens, you know, where they end up getting a divorce or annulment, then this will be kaput. But it doesn't seem like he's going anywhere. They're in love. They want to be together. They're trying to renovate this condo, and it's a lot right now, and he's pressured because he's saying, you know, hey, we don't have all the money for this. We still got to pay for, you know, more fees with the citizenship situation, and she's in there taking down popcorn ceilings. Girl, I need to do that too. And taking down wallpaper. She's just doing a lot right now to keep herself busy. And then on top of that, every time, you know, you click on Facebook or open your phone, somebody else is pregnant, and she's just feeling like she's ready, and not being pregnant and watching everybody else get pregnant makes you feel like shit. It definitely does. Okay, so I understand where she's coming from right now, and he's not ready, and I don't think he's being honest about how not ready he is for the baby situation. I also think he's not being real about how much the potential of Tourette's is making him feel some type of way about having a baby. Now honestly, I wouldn't even notice that Lauren had Tourette's had she not said anything. So if she, you know, but I understand that just because she has it at a certain level does not mean that their kid won't have it at a worse level. So I understand their situation is complicated. I don't know if they're gonna make it. From her perspective, maybe. From his perspective, I don't know. But we shall see, y'all. We shall see. All right, let's get into what now? Hazel and Tyreek. Hazel gets the phone call, the FaceTime from Tyreek about the prenup. Poor Hazel don't even know what the fuck a prenup is, okay? He explains what it is, and she says she don't have, you know, no intentions of stealing anything, so she'll sign whatever he wants her to sign. And this just, you know, solidifies that Hazel is the person who she is presenting herself to be. And y'all, honestly, everything we done seen with Hazel, I think Hazel might be the exact person that she's proclaiming to be. I'm just saying, y'all, she ain't really lied about shit, so she might be who she claims to be, especially if she didn't care about signing a prenup, okay? So let's get to Danielle, y'all. Y'all know Danielle and Muhammad was together. He didn't want to kiss her during the ceremony of their wedding. And I was just standing up there looking at the two of them like, girl, that man do not want to be with you. That man look gay. But anyway, she said he ran off with some woman, went to Florida. She chased him to Florida. She wanted an annulment. The judge gave a divorce. He was supposed to help her pay for the divorce, but never did. She has not spoken to him. She had another bad situation with a man. But since then, she has been, you know, apprehensive, scared of the possibility of being in a relationship because she don't want to have to deal with none of this shit she done dealt with in the past. I think Danielle is one of those women who is so uncomfortable with who they are that they take these leaps with people because they know that these people want something else out of the situation. Like, I don't care what she's talking about. I think the fact that she was able to hold citizenship and all of that over his head made her feel like she was more secured in him wanting to be with her, but that's not how it turned out at all. That's not how it turned out. So her best friend says that she needs to have more confidence in herself. So let's do a makeover and a photo shoot, and you can put it online and finally put a real picture of yourself on your profile, because she's not putting pictures of herself on her profile. I think she needs to meet somebody in her fucking neck of the woods, bitch. You need to meet somebody at a bar, the Walmart, the grocery store. You need to meet a single man who just lost his wife a year ago, bitch. You need to find somebody around you, because you keep trying to find all these men from other countries and it's always gonna be some bullshit, okay? Try to find somebody in your neck of the woods, girl. Her daughter does her makeover, colors her hair red, puts lipstick on whatever she's calling lips, I guess. I don't mean to play people, y'all, but that lady ain't had no lips whatsoever. She did look better. She did look better with the red hair and the makeup and everything. And, you know, she had confidence. They took her pictures. It was very nice. You could tell she felt better about herself. And I always feel like women should feel beautiful. No matter what you look like, you should feel like you the shit. So however she needed to do that, I'm happy she was able to do that. It was a lighthearted, well-meant moments, okay? But I don't think any of this means Danielle is gonna stop being stupid as it pertains to the dick, because she wants it, okay? She wants the dick, 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 and she'll take it however she can get it. All right, Larry and Jenny, you guys. Larry and Jenny, they met online, all right? And apparently he cashed out his 401k and went to the Philippines to meet his dream woman, okay? Obviously Jenny is much younger than him. They got engaged when he went out there to see her. She has finally gotten her visa and they're moving into an RV park full of old people. How exciting. So when he gets to the airport to pick her up, y'all, the way he grabbed her ass the entire time he hugged her, I mean, you could tell that her ass wasn't the place to support her from, but he still grabbed it the entire time, to the point where we were all uncomfortable and worried about her after watching it, okay? Like, it was like, oh my God, will you please take your hand off of this young woman's ass, okay? So they drive to the RV park, y'all, and she's not happy about it. It's smaller than her apartment. There are nothing but old people around. She's already tell that she's gonna be lonely in the RV park with the old people. I'm like, child, please, you can find you a good friend and some old folks. They don't give a fuck, okay? They can be a good time, all right? Please believe me. Either way, though, it has running water inside, so she's happy about that, because you got to go outside to get the water where she live at. I'm like, girl, you better count your motherfucking blessings out here. Damn, y'all, that's fucked up. They really don't be having water inside like everywhere. That shit is terrible, y'all. I seen that shit when we was in Jamaica, that they gotta go get like those huge tubs of water and put them on top of their houses and shit. That's crazy. Like, sometimes you be like, man, I'm glad. Whoa, whoa. I'm just saying, y'all, we don't understand the luxuries that we have. We think it's the bare minimum, but it's a luxury like a motherfucker. Either way, she says that she misses her mom. She's a mom's girl, so she misses her family. This is very difficult for her. You can just already tell she's homesick, you know, just initially you can see that. But apparently they in love and they gonna work it out and all of that. Child, I'm looking at them like, this look like another situation where you're just trying to move here so you can get a good job, girl. All right. Or somebody to take care of you. I don't know if this real love yet. Y'all tell me down in the comments. So Jonathan and Fernanda, Jonathan takes Fernanda to get pedicures together, and those pedicures look interesting, okay? Like, that looks really cool. I was like, oh my God, is that jelly? What is that? That looks cool. Oh my God, like, I've never seen that before. And that was cool. But basically, Fernanda is like, I want to go and act in Chicago. I want to try to have my dream and, you know, do what I want to do in Chicago. You know, she can hardly speak in English, but she's so, you know, adamant that she wants to go and take acting lessons and try to make her dream come true in Chicago. And I feel like, girl, you ain't about to make your acting career come true in Chicago. Like, you're not. So I don't know why you're sitting up here acting like it's that much different from where y'all at right now. Jonathan is not trying to move at all, okay? Not trying to move, but she's trying to move, and we already know they're gonna get a divorce, y'all. We already know that. Oh my God, I forgot, and it's in my notes and I still forgot. Russ and Powell. Russ didn't tell Powell that he got a job offer in Oklahoma that's supposed to be for much more money than they making wherever they are in Miami. And I don't think that Powell is ever going to move back to Oklahoma. I wouldn't want to move back to Oklahoma. I don't give a fuck. Like, what's in Oklahoma? No. No, 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 no. I can live on the outskirts of a city in a state where there's a nice city. But is there a nice city near Oklahoma, y'all? I don't be knowing about Oklahoma, so I'm sorry if there's a nice city near Oklahoma that I don't know about, but no thank you. So I don't know why Russ think this gonna work. I know he think it's gonna work because he having his baby, but this could be, this could be tumultuous to say the least. Because I don't think she gonna want to stay there, and I don't know if he's gonna really force the issue like that, because he might, and this might cause a split, and that might cause a divorce, which might cause issues with the baby. Y'all, It's a hot ass mess. Sorry, I forgot about that. Anyway, y'all, please don't forget about Scentbird. Scentbird, I smell good, bitch. Okay, always and forever. Check down below in the description box for the link to get a percentage off of your first subscription service to, first month subscription service to Scentbird. Scentbird. Smell good, bitch. All right, get into that as well as my PayPal, my Cash App, my Patreon. All of that is down below. I love y'all. Don't forget about Thursdays MF and Advice. I'm changing it to 7:30 p.m. Central Time. You guys can send your emails to bondy.brittany@gmail.com, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love ya.